Hello guys, in this video we'll be dealing with a strategy to attempt a FITB question, which is short for fill in the blank question. So in its traditional format, you will find a sentence with a blank in it and 4 or 5 alternatives. You have to select the right word that can fill in the blank. Now to do that, I think the first thing that we need to do is we need to understand the sentence, what it is conveying. And what I would like to call this is that I would like to call this understanding the architecture of the sentence, trying to understand what the sentence is saying. Now, one mistake that many students make in this question type is that they quickly read the sentence and they jump to the options, and then whatever option seems like the right answer, they find a way to invent some logic to justify it and put it in the blank. I think that is a mistake. That is what we call in our teaching language as a cognitive bias. कॉग्निटिव बायस जब हम क्या करते हैं, हम किसी चीज को पहले से ही मान के चलते हैं ये ट्रू है, उसके लिए लॉजिक इन्वेंट कर लेते हैं, वो नहीं करना है. ठीक है, तो फर्स्ट थिंग दैट यू नीड टू डू इज यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट द सेंटेंस इज सेइंग. Once you decode that, elimination between the answer choices is ridiculously simple. So let's focus on the sentence. Always circumspect, she was reluctant to make judgments, but once arriving at a conclusion, she was dash in its defense. So the thing that we are getting as an information about this person is that, technically the person is a very circumspect person. What is the meaning of the word circumspect? Circumspect means someone who is very cautious, someone who sort of questions everything and does not readily accept a particular viewpoint or an ideology. At the same time, we also have a contrast indicator in this particular sentence structure. What is a contrast indicator? A contrast indicator is a word like but, yet, although. And when these words are used in your sentences, they usually signify that the part of the sentence which follows the contrast indicator is going to say something that is contrary or opposite to what was said earlier. So in the first half, you've been given information which says that she's a very circumspect person and very reluctant to make judgments, but once arriving at a conclusion, she was X or dash in its defense. I need to find a word that is going to do justice to this contrast that is given there, and then I'll have to look at the meanings of the words that are given. The first word is deferential. If you are treating somebody with deference and if you're being deferential, you are being very respectful towards that person. Intransigent is somebody who is very uncompromising. Lax is lenient, I would say, not very serious about something. And obsequious is willing to follow orders. So somebody who is willing to follow orders, that kind of a person can be called an obsequious person. Now let's go back 10 seconds. Let's rewind 20 seconds. What did I tell you? I told you that the correct answer in this case has to be something that goes opposite of what was given prior to the contrast indicator. Circumspect person, very reluctant to make judgments, but once she arrives at the conclusion, she is deferential or respectful in its defense. Does that make sense? Not really. Then you're looking at lax, lenient, again, not making much sense. You're looking at obsequious or following orders in its defense, logistically, grammatically, stylistically, not making sense. What are you left with? B, intransigent, stubborn, unwilling to change. So this person who is initially very doubtful, once she agrees to something in principle, actually turns out to be a very strong and uncompromising supporter. That is creating the contrast and hence the answer. In subsequent videos, we will see how contrast indicators work in an FITB question. Hope you enjoyed watching this video and hope you understood what we taught you. Thank you. Hello guys, in our videos we have tried to explain a few concepts to you and I hope you have benefited from watching these videos. In case you enjoyed watching these videos, please feel free to like and share them. In case you have any queries, please feel free to get back to us in comments. We'd be very happy to help you out. Happy learning and thank you.